YouTube! Vlogmas Day 2, December 2nd. This is going up on December 3rd, but I'm working a day behind because it's just easier to do it like that. So I spent December the 2nd with my mum and dad, just you know, having Sunday lunch and chilling out around town, getting my Christmas stuff sorted. And then last night I spent the evening just catching up on my Christmas Chronicles journal, because obviously I haven't had a chance to do very much of that. And then today I've been filming for Christmas Chronicles because I needed to get my filming done for my first page. So yeah, just a nice quiet weekend. Had a really nice weekend with my parents, and just spending today kind of working out what I'm going to do for the rest of the week to catch up, and catching up with my Christmas Chronicles class and all that sort of thing. Incidentally, if you are part of the Christmas Chronicles class and you haven't seen the announcement, I'm having some problems on my site with forums. I don't know what's going on. I need to get my techie to have a look at it for me, but she's really busy and I don't want to, you know, bother her with something that, you know, she doesn't really have time to mess about with right now. So I've put in a request for her to have a look at it, but I can't guarantee she'll do it anytime soon. Currently, mail from the forums is a little bit hit and miss, and nobody else can post in the forums but me, and I don't know why. If you can't post in the forums and you're a member of my site, I do have a Facebook group which I've linked up on the front page of the website. No, I tell a lie, I haven't linked it on the front page, I've linked it in the members area. So if you scroll down on the front page and go to the members area, you can get the link for the Facebook page. Go to that link and request to join the group. If for some reason you can't join the group, some people have had trouble joining the group because of various different Facebook settings, so if you can't join the group, just add me as a friend on Facebook. I'll put that link in there as well, and I will invite you to the group. And that is open to all my students, okay? It's not just the Christmas Chronicles class, it's all my students. So if you want to come along and join in and chat and get to know each other and see what the Christmas Chronicles class is about, if you haven't been sure about whether you want to do it or not, by all means come and join us. There's no instructions or anything in there, but you know, you'll see what people are uploading for their prompts and things like that. So yeah, come along in and join us, it'll be fine. But primarily, that group is obviously for the Christmas Chronicles class at the moment. But if you're working on other stuff and you want to, I know there's a few of you still working on the portraits class, if you want to post your work in there, I will download it and re-upload it with, or email it back to you with instructions, so, critique. So it's a little bit of a temporary thing at the moment. Hopefully we'll be back on the forums by January at the latest. But like I say, it depends on how busy my techie is. So for today's vlog, I found a tag on, it was one of the beauty girls or fashion girls or something. I don't know what she classes as. She's not a beauty guru, she does like fashion and hauls and thrifting and stuff like that. ILY Jessica OMG. I'll put a link to her. She's a young teenager in California, I think, but I really like her style, and you know, it's been interesting watching her change from, you know, a year ago when she was doing all sorts of crazy things and experimenting with stuff, and now she's really getting into, sort of coming into her own and developing her own style. I found it very interesting following her. But her and her twin sister did a "'Tis the Season" tag today, and I thought, you know what, I think I'll do that too. It's not art related, it's kind of general Christmassy stuff, but I shall do the tag. I've just got to make sure that I've got all the questions because I've written them down, but I've just got to double check. So one moment. Okay, so the tag, there are 17 questions, which sounds like a lot, but it's not really that many. Question 1, what are your top 2 winter beauty essentials? Oh, well, I live in the UK and it's freezing, and it goes from being either really hot in the summer or fairly mild to bitterly cold in a matter of weeks, and step 1 is to change your moisturiser. Moisturiser and hand cream, as soon as it starts getting a little bit cold, I have to change my moisturiser and hand cream and my conditioner, because everything dries out. It's like overnight. I go from having lovely glowing skin and shiny hair and lovely soft hands to having eczema and dry skin patches and frizz. So I have to change all three of those. So conditioning products, I would say, is number one for my beauty essentials. And number two for my beauty essentials, waterproof eyeliner and mascara. Definitely, because it starts raining. As soon as autumn's over, you know when autumn's over, because it starts raining and snowing, just, you know, you'll go out and it'll be lovely and warm and blue sky and the birds will be singing, and within an hour it will be torrential rain and you'll be soaked to your bra. So waterproof makeup, that is my other beauty essential. Conditioning products and waterproof makeup. Number two, top two winter fashion essentials. Oh, well, this year my winter fashion essentials are hats. Not necessarily this one, although it's quite groovy, isn't it? Hats, because for the last 7 years I've had dreads and my head gets really cold. And if my head gets really cold, because I'm used to having like a layer of hair like this, so if my head gets really cold, my sinuses play up, my ears get achy, my teeth start aching, all sorts. So definitely hats this year. I've been putting hats on every single day. I'm loving my slouchy knit hats, but I'm also wearing things like fedoras and my top hat. I absolutely adore my top hat, although I can't wear that unless if it's raining because it's moleskin. It's a vintage hat, by the way, before anybody says about using animal products. It's recycled because it's a vintage product that I found in I think I found it in a street market for about £2, and I relined it and, you know, I've rescued it. So it's not like I went out and bought something that, well, I'm not going to get into that, you know, I'm all for not testing on animals and not being cruel to animals and etc, but if it's a vintage thing that was way before I was even born, and it's honouring that animal to wear it, then I'll wear it. I'll probably get some flack for that, but you know. Did I do two? No, my hats are my main winter essential. My other one is my ponchos. You'll notice I always wear ponchos. I'm not a cold person at all. I just don't get cold. When I'm out, I found that, you know, having dreads used to keep my head dry and warm. Now, obviously, I wear hats to keep my head dry and warm, but mostly I could go out in jeans and t-shirt all year round as long as this part of me and my top of my shoulders, the very top here, is warm. So scarves and ponchos are my lifesavers because it's too hot to wear a coat most of the time. Once I'm moving around, I'm not even cold. But even if I'm just sitting working, or if I'm out and about walking the dogs or whatever, it can get a bit nippy. And if this area gets cold, my core temperature drops like a stone and I start going blue around the lips and it's not very pretty. So yeah, my ponchos and scarves are my other winter staple that I always have. What are we up to? 3. What shoes do you tend to wear? Same ones I wear the rest of the year, my New Rocks. I've got about 6 different pairs of New Rock boots and I wear them all. They've got huge treads on the bottom, they're really comfortable to walk in. The only ones I don't wear in the winter is my platforms, obviously if it's icy. 4. Favourite winter accessory. Oh, I'm wearing it. This is my favourite winter accessory. Let me show you. Let me take it off so I can show you better. There you go. Is that the right way around? Yes. I don't know if you can see it's got sparkly bits. It's not really wintry kind of, you know, it's not like snowflakes or anything like that. It's a present from my mum a couple of years ago, and I think it looks kind of like, you know, when frost comes on the window, on the inside of the window, and it gets that kind of spreading thing going on. I think it looks like that. It's definitely a wintry kind of style pendant, and I pretty much wear that the whole way through December. What are we up to? Number 5, favourite winter nail polish. That's easy. Red, sparkly reds. This is OPI Red the Script, which I tend to wear most of December. And sometimes I do like a white French manicure on the end, so it looks like a Santa hat, and sometimes I do snowflakes or stars or glitter or whatever. And then Christmas Day, I normally, not always, but normally I either go for a chrome silver or I've got an OPI one called Dorothy's Shoes, which is almost identical to this, but it's got glitter in it, like really big, chunky, beautiful glitter, like Dorothy's Shoes in The Wizard of Oz. So yeah, December, my red nail varnish comes out. Number 6, hot cocoa or apple cider? Neither. I don't like hot cocoa at all. I like hot chocolate, but not hot cocoa. And I don't like apple cider at all. It makes me ill. My favourite hot drink of the season, if you want to go that way, is gingerbread latte. Costa's gingerbread latte, oh my god. I could live on those things. I absolutely adore them. One day I'm going to go into Costa and I'm going to spend the £15 as a treat to myself to get the huge, like 2-litre bottle of syrup for the gingerbread lattes so I can make them at home. 7, favourite winter candle. Actually, my winter candle is the same as my autumn candle. I like the Patchouli Witch's Brew from Yankee Candles. I pretty much burn that all year round. I suppose over Christmas I do tend to go for more berry scents. There's a really nice cranberry one from Asda, which is really cheap. That smells lovely. And actually I smelt a Yankee Candle the other day, which was a gingerbread scent. I can't remember what it was called, but it smelt like gingerbread. And I may be picking that up because it was quite nice, although I think, you know, for Christmas Day it would be nice, but I think over a long term it would be a bit sickly maybe. But I'm going to get a little votive one for Christmas Day because I think that would be nice. 8, snowboarding or skiing. This actually ties in with number 9. Have you ever been ice skating and are you any good at it, or did you fail miserably? Snowboarding or skiing, no thank you. Anything that involves going downhill and I turn into Bambi. My legs go in opposite directions and I end up sitting on the floor. I am not good downhill. I'm not even good on vaguely icy pavements when they're going downhill. But ice skating, oh, I love ice skating. My very first experience of ice skating, I was 6, and my friend Susan Wilcox from school had an ice skating party at Bristol Ice Skating Rink. I think it's somewhere near the Hippodrome. I can't remember exactly where it is. I don't even know if it's still there, but there was a big ice skating rink in Bristol, and we all went there. There was about 15 of us, all went with our parents, and it was just fantastic. And I was completely horrendous at it. I spent most of my time sitting on the floor. But I didn't mind because I was, you know, it was the first time I'd ever done it and I was relearning it. But from then on, I was absolutely obsessed with ice skating, and every chance I've had, I've been. And having grown up as a ballerina, ice skating is not a very big step from there. So once you get the hang of standing up, it's like riding a bicycle. Once you get the hang of balancing, you can do all sorts of things, and it's just a matter of time before you can do things like wheelies and stuff like that. And it's very much the same with ice skating. It's very similar to ballet, balance-wise, and once you get the hang of keeping your feet at the right angle, it's pretty easy, and I love it. I would go ice skating every chance I get. Number 10, does it snow where you live? Oh boy, does it. It seems to go in stages. We have 5 or 6 years where we don't see any snow. We'll have years where it snows in, like this year it snowed in like September. The middle of September we had 2 days of snow. I was like, what the hell's going on? Other years we won't get any snow until Easter, and it'll be like April before we get snow. And then the last 3 or 4 years we've had snow pretty much right the way through from the 1st of November to the end of March. I think it was about 2010, 2009, 2010, somewhere around there, we had a solid 6 months of snow, and we only had about a week in total where it didn't snow, but it was still lying on the ground. So yeah, we do get a lot of snow. I'm not a big fan of snow because, you know, like I said, not great at going up and down hill on ice. And I don't like being out getting wet and cold, and it's not my favourite thing. If you saw my vlog the other day, you'll have seen the look of disgust on my face when I realised that I was going into town and it looked like it was going to snow. I like snow as long as I'm not out in it. So from the 23rd 23rd of Christmas. The 23rd of December through to the 6th of January, which I consider the Christmas holidays. It can do anything it wants. It can snow, we can be buried in 15 feet of it, I don't care. I'm snuggled up in the warm with my girls, watching Christmas movies, and I'm perfectly happy. But the rest of the year, no thank you. Number 11, have you ever made a snowman? Yes, of course. Made a snowman a few years ago actually. Made one in the garden. It was fun. It's just one of those things that you do, even as an adult, you think, oh, you know, we've got 2 feet of snow, let's go make a snowman. Even if you don't have kids, you make a snowman. Yeah, snowmen, snow angels. We made an igloo once. I was about 11, and me and my sister and the 2 boys across the road who we used to walk to school with, and a couple of my friends from up the road. He had a huge back garden, and for some reason it got waterlogged, and then when it snowed it turned to blocks of ice, and we spent about a week hammering out blocks of ice, like with tent pegs and things, and lifting them up and building an igloo. And then it snowed over the top of it, and it was fab. It was absolutely fab. We ended up putting tarpaulin inside it, and we'd go and sit inside, and we'd make a little fire outside, with our parents' supervision, of course. We'd make a little campfire outside in a basket, and we'd sit inside the igloo, and it was great. It was really great. It was so warm. Number 12, what holiday do you celebrate? I'm pagan, so technically I celebrate Yule, but Christmas is Christmas, you know, come on. I love Santa, I love the tree lights, and I love the presents and the cards and all the goodwill, and, you know, I even like Christmas carols. I've been known to go to midnight mass because I like the Christmas carols. So, you know, I just enjoy the whole holiday season, really. 13, your favourite Christmas or holiday song? Jonah Louie, Stop the Cavalry. Gotta stop the cavalry. It's not... Oh, I'm terrible at singing. It's not technically a Christmas song. There's like one line in it that says, wish I was at home for Christmas, and then it's got Christmas church bells. But it was never intended to be a Christmas song, but it ended up being a Christmas hit, and I absolutely love it. That is the song that if it comes on the radio, I know it word for word, and I will sing it loudly and long. But my favourite... I actually have a favourite album, and that is the Muppets Christmas Carol original soundtrack from the movie. I love that. It's just the best songs ever. And that ties into number 14, your favourite Christmas movie. Anything Scrooge. I love the Christmas Carol story. I absolutely adore it. My favourite Scrooge, my favourite movie is The Muppets Christmas Carol, but my favourite Scrooge is Patrick Stewart from the 1999 Christmas Carol. But I also like Alistair Sim. He was one of my first Scrooges that I remember, and they always used to put it on at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and we'd be up because, you know, kids. So we'd be up and we weren't allowed to open our presents, so we'd turn the TV on really low and shut the lounge door, and we'd sit there drinking hot milk and watching Scrooge, Alistair Sim. So, yeah. Number 15, your favourite winter treat, candy cane, gingerbread, etc. Ooh, brandy snaps. I don't know if you have brandy snaps where you live, but we have them in the UK. They're like caramel biscuit type things. Similar to gingerbread, but a lot more caramelly, toffee-like. And they're like flat pancakes that are curled into a roll, and you fill them with cream or cream cheese or, you know, whatever. And I absolutely love them. Absolutely love them. They're very hard to find these days, but I love brandy snaps. Number 16, if you could ask Santa for any one thing that you were guaranteed to get, what would it be, even if you don't celebrate Christmas? Ooh. That's a hard one, because, you know, everybody wants, like, world peace and all their family to be happy and, you know, all that kind of stuff. I think, being an animal lover, and just to go a little bit different from what everybody else is likely to say, I think what I would like is for everybody to realise that, you know, animal cruelty is not a good thing. It's not good. It's mean. And it's very low on the human ladder. You know, all these people, we've got them in because I volunteer with UKGSR, the UK German Shepherd Rescue, UKGSR, uk-gsr.co.uk. I'll put the link down there if you want to have a look. We've got so many dogs coming in at the moment, and they're all older dogs. You know, 8, 9, 6 years and up, basically. Mostly oldies, and you know, it's all these people who, you know, they've got a dog, but they may be getting another puppy for Christmas, or they can't afford Christmas, so they're getting rid of the dog, and you know, other pathetic things. You know, I'm not going to get soapboxy about it, but that's what I would wish for, an end to animal cruelty. I don't think there's any excuse for humans, who are supposed to be one of the most intelligent animals on this earth, to treat other animals with no respect, or each other for that matter. It's... wake up. 17. Anything fun planned for this winter? Well, I'm not going home this winter. I usually go home for the holidays, to my parents' home for the holidays for about a week, but when I only had the cats, that was nice and easy. I could just bundle them up and they went in the car easily, or on the train. And when I got there, even though my dad's allergic to cats, they used to live in the conservatory, and they were quite happy out there. They'd just wander around, you know, do their own thing, and I'd pop out and play with them, and it was great. But I can't do that with the dogs. If it was summer, you know, we could leave the conservatory doors open and they could wander in and out of the garden. They'd be happy, perfectly happy. But I can't shut the dogs in a small conservatory and just leave them there for a week. Whereas the cats were quite happy. It was like a holiday for them as well. They'd just snuggle up in the corner and, you know, they enjoyed the treats. But I can't do that with the dogs. And also, Gypsy's a bit too big. When my parents, when me and my sister left home, officially, my parents sold the big house that they originally had, and they moved to a much smaller one, with the intention that as they got older it would be easier to upkeep and look after and maintain, and cheaper and everything else. So when I go home, I'm in a box room, which is, it's not even big enough for a single bed. There's a couch bed in there. So, you know, that gives you an idea of how, it's not tiny, but it's not small. It's not big in either. But yeah, it's not big enough for a German Shepherd and Maddie, and to have the cat out in the conservatory as well. It's just too much. Plus, I don't even know how all of us would get in the car to go down there. So, because my dad would normally come and pick us up. So they came up this weekend instead, and I'm staying here for Christmas. I have volunteered with UKGSR that if they get another emergency situation where they have a girl dog who's okay with cats that needs a temporary home, then I will foster, because I'll be here. But also, my friend is coming over from California for Christmas, and she is going to be here from, I think, the 15th of December through to January the 6th or something. She's staying with a mutual friend in Manchester. But at some point I will be going Christmas shopping with her up to Manchester, and hopefully she'll be coming down to spend a weekend here. And also my best friend Annam and her family, her girls, my goddaughters, they'll be coming over for Christmas. They've just moved out to Spain for work. And they are coming back for Christmas, so they'll be popping up for a day, and we'll have some fun with them. So there'll be kids around for Christmas. That'll be nice. Okay, that's the 'tis the season tag. I will leave that with you. I'm not going to tag anybody specific, because you know, this is supposed to be about art, and that's not really arty. So it's just a general vlog thing. If you want to do it, then consider yourself tagged. Yeah. Actually, no, I am going to tag somebody. I'm going to tag a fellow goth. I'm going to tag Kaz Loves Bats. I'll go and comment on her channel and let her know that I've tagged her. She is such a nice girl. I've only recently got into her videos because she's recently started posting regularly again, and she's just one of those genuinely lovely people that, You know, she doesn't have a bad word to say about anybody. She's just incredible. She's got the most amazing sense of style. I kind of wish that she'd been around when I was a young goth, you know, and we could have hung out together, because, you know, she's great. So I'm going to tag her because I think she'll do a really interesting version of it, and I will put all the questions below if you also want to do it. And it probably Crochet Zombie, Laura will probably do it. She'll have a bit of fun with it. I don't know anybody else who might do it, but if you want to do it, go ahead and do it, and make sure you come and comment and let me know that you've done it so I can come and watch your video. And lastly but not least, I've decided I really like this vlogging thing, and there's a thing that a lot of people do where they do every other month. So you do sort of February, April, June, all the way through, and then you do Vlogtober and Vlogmas. I'm really enjoying it and I like it, so I'm going to do a lot more vlogs, but they don't tend to be art vlogs. So I want your opinions. Should I set up a vlog channel specifically for all these kind of vlogs, where you can choose when to go and watch them and what you want to do, or whether to subscribe or not? Or should I just keep posting it all here? Because I don't really do that many art videos. I do my weekly show, which will be happening this week, tomorrow, Wednesday. Wing It Wednesday will be on at 5 o'clock tomorrow GMT, which is 12 EST. Come and join us. Yeah, I do my weekly show and I do art vlogs, but you know, should I split them up? If I continue to do vlogs next year, should I split them up? So give me a link, a comment down below to tell me what you think, and yeah, let me know. I'm interested to know, because I can't quite decide whether I should split it up or not, because in the new year I want to do more art vlogs outside of my shows, and more videos. One of my New Year's resolutions is to get organised. That's going to be my January word, organised. We'll see. Oh, also, if you're wondering, my hat says, Text Santa. I got it in Asda, and apparently it's a charity thing. 23p for the hat goes to, for the basic hat, which was £1, 23p goes to various different charities. And for the £2 hat, which has got flashy lights, but I couldn't find one that actually worked, something like 48p or something. But yeah, it's an ITV promotion thing. I have to read the tag on it and see what exactly it is, but there's something to do with texting Santa. I think it might be for the kids, I'm not sure. You have to go on a website and look it up. So yeah, if you're interested, go and... I'm sure it's not just Asda, because it's an ITV promotion. It's from independent television. So yeah, go and have a look in your local supermarket for the Text Santa hats, and find out what it's all about if you're in the UK, because I haven't really checked. But I think it'd be fun. Okay, I'm going to leave you for today, and I will be back tomorrow with today's vlog. Bye! Hello, my puppy. Hello, puppy. Hello, puppy. Do you want tummy tickles? Do you want tummy tickles? Tummy tickles. Where do you want them? You want them there? Oh, I want tummy tickles, mummy. Want tummy tickles? What do you want? Where do you want it? Oh, tummy tickles. Oh, my little baby girl.